Hi everyone, it is Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a more of an upper body workout for you on the reformer. We are going to use a dowel for a prop, so go ahead, grab your dowels. We're going to get started with 2 heavy springs on your reformer, and if it's too heavy you can always go to 1 heavy and a medium spring. We're going to start with arms. Again, it's going to be mainly an arm workout today. Foot bars can be up. If they're in the way, you can put them down, but they should be fine to stay up. And then we're going to go ahead and sit on our reformers facing the straps. When you sit and you face the straps, your legs can just be through the shoulder blocks, and then if they don't fit nicely and your shoulder blocks don't rotate like mine, you can always crisscross your legs. Now, it does not matter right now how much space you have behind you in the back of your carriages, just because we won't be rolling down to start. You're going to take the straps off of the pegs, and then it's going to be up to you if you go long loops or short loops through. So if you go long loops through the dowel, it's going to be lighter. If you go short loops through your dowel, it is going to be heavier. Then once you get yourselves set up, we're going to sit up nice and tall on top of your sits bones. Palms are going to be rotated towards the floor, and then the dowel is going to lift up about chest height, and you're just sitting up nice and tall on top of your sits bones. On an exhale, we're going to bend our elbows wide, pull the dowel into your chest, and then inhale as you extend your arms out nice and long. So exhale, we want to pull back, and then we want to inhale, extend. And we want to think the entire time you're keeping your spine in the same position, so you're not allowing yourselves to like lean or hinge back when you pull the dowel. So exhale, pull back, inhaling again as we extend. Think pull right to your chest, right towards your sternum. And then inhale out, and I'm keeping my wrists long the entire time. Let's go ahead and do 3 more. 2, last one, and then once we extend, we're going to pause. We're going to flip our palms up to the ceiling now, and then we're going to move into bicep curls. So on an exhale, curl, inhale, extend, exhale again, curl, inhale, extend again. Just sitting up nice and tall, keeping your wrists long. Think abs are drawing in towards your back. Let's go ahead and do 3 more curls here. 2, and then last one. Okay, now once we extend, we're going to pause. We're going to flip our palms back to the floor. We now need to make sure that we have at least a palm's width away from us in the back of our carriages, the back of our carriages, so that our sacrums can roll down. Again, a palm's width. It doesn't have to be the length, the width of your hand. Palms are rotated to the floor. We're sitting up tall. On an exhale, we're going to tuck our pelvises, and we're going to roll our spines down towards our sacrum. We're going to pause here for an inhale, and then on our next exhale, we're going to come all the way back up and just sit up nice and tall. So again, I'm going to exhale, tuck my pelvis, send my tailbone towards my heels. My low back is touching the carriage. Eyes are looking to your toes, inhaling, and then exhaling as we come all the way back up, stacking the spine. Let's keep going with these roll downs. They shouldn't be too challenging for your core, but it's just like a warm up of your pelvis and a warm up of your abdominals. Okay, we'll do a few more here. Exhale, tuck, roll. Inhale at the bottom, exhale to come up for 2. And then last one here. Inhale and exhale all the way back up. All right, now once we come back up, we're going to pause. We're going to go back into a roll down, and we're going to go back into chest pulls, but we are going to stay in that roll down. So palms stay rotated to the floor. We're going to tuck our pelvises, roll ourselves about halfway back, maybe a little further back than this, and we're going to pull into our sternum 8 times. So exhale, bend wide, inhale, extend, exhale, pull, inhale, extend, keeping the tuck of your pelvis. 4, 2, last one. We're coming all the way back up flipping our palms up to the ceiling, and then we're gonna do bicep curls. So we're gonna tuck roll ourselves again about halfway back, stay, bicep curls, exhale, curl, inhale, extend, curl, extend again 8 times. This is 4, 2 more, and 8. Okay, coming all the way back up, pausing at the top. Now, we're gonna take one of our heavy springs off. So if you were on a heavy and a medium, you have to take off your medium. So now we're on just one heavy spring. Palms are gonna rotate back towards the floor. And same thing, we're sitting up nice and tall, arms stay long, moving more into our deltoids and our traps. On an exhale, the arms are gonna lift up overhead, and then we're gonna inhale and return back down in front of us. Exhale as we lift up, inhale, return back down. We wanna think as the arms go up, our shoulders are staying down out of our ears. 3 more. And then last one. Okay, when we come down, pause, feel free to give your shoulders next roll, and then we're gonna go back into our roll downs. This time, we're gonna change up the breath. So arms are long, palms rotated to the floor, palms width away from us in the back of our carriages. This time, we're gonna inhale, tuck, roll back to our sacrum. Exhale, come all the way back up. So we're not pausing down this time. Inhale, tuck, roll back, and then exhale, scoop into your core to sit back up. Inhale, roll, exhale, all the way back up. Keep going. Should be a little more challenging for your core. Again, eyes need to look towards your toes when you roll down. They never look up at the ceiling. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more. And then last one. Okay, then once we come back up, pause. Last thing that we're gonna do, halfway back, we're gonna lift the arms overhead 8 times. So let's tuck, roll back, pause here. Ready, exhale, lift, inhale, lower 8 times. Keep the tuck of your pelvises. 4 more. 2 and 1. Woo. Arms come down. We're gonna go ahead, sit ourselves all the way back up. We are gonna sit to the left side of our reformers, and then we're gonna hang our straps up onto the pegs. We're gonna get rid of the dowel for a second. We will come back to it later. So feel free to just set it out in front of you. And then we're gonna kneel on our reformers with the right leg up against the shoulder blocks. And then our legs are going to be zipped together here. When you zip your legs together, feel free to hang on to your shoulder blocks for a little extra stability. We're gonna go into adductors. I'm gonna take my hands down. My right foot is going to go on the frame of the reformer. It's parallel, so my toes and my heel are on it. And now the further you slide or you inch your foot away from you, the more challenging this is gonna be for your adductors. So the longer your right leg is, the more challenging it's gonna be. The more of a bend you have to your knee, the easier it's gonna be. First thing that you're doing, you're gonna pull the carriage in with your right leg. So now your knee is right over your ankle, and this leg is gonna stay. Then you're gonna allow the carriage to slide your left knee out from underneath your hip, and then you have to use your adductors to pull your leg back in. So you're gonna let the carriage pull you out, and then you're using those adductors to pull the leg back in. Inhale, exhale. Good, out, in, out. In, let's go 4, try to keep that right leg still. 3, shoulders are parallel to the wall in front of you. Last one. And then all the way back. Now, the right knee comes back down onto your carriage, and you can grab the strap, this is your dowel, grab your dowel, and then grab the strap that's out in front of you. You can either go long loop or short loop around the dowel. The long loop is lighter, short loop is heavier, and then your hand should just be on the outside of the strap. And the strap might move a little bit on your hand, so you might have to either hold it like with your thumb or just adjust it so it's not so bothersome. If you want this heavier, you can scoot further away from your shoulder blocks. I'm gonna have my dowel parallel to the floor. I'm gonna rotate towards the right side of the room. Arms are gonna be long, and I do have slack in my strap just because I am using my long loop. That's fine to start. You're gonna bend your elbows wide to pull the dowel into your chest. We're gonna rotate to the foot bar, and now we're gonna stay in this rotation, chest press. You're gonna push your arms out, bend wide, exhale, push, inhale, bend wide. So stay in your rotation to the foot bar. Most of the work should be in your right arm here. We're gonna do 3, 2, 1, and then back. Now you are gonna keep the strap. We're gonna rotate towards your foot bars. Feel free to hang on to them. Feet should be up against the shoulder blocks, and then our butt can be back towards our heels. You're gonna grab the left strap into your hand, and then again, long loop or the short loop is gonna go around your dowel. I'm gonna change to the short loop for this. Okay, so long or short around your dowel. Palms should be flipped up to the ceiling. Dowel can rest right on your hips or your belly button right now. And then very carefully, you're gonna sit up nice and tall right on top of those knees. We're gonna bring the dowel up to our belly button, elbows bent into your ribs, and we're kneeling tall. On an exhale, we're gonna reach our dowel out chest height so it goes up a little higher than the belly button, and then back down to your belly button. Exhale out, inhale back. So out and slightly up, in and slightly down. Exhale, reach, inhale, return. Lots of biceps and deltoids here. Okay, let's do 3, 2, and 1. And then bring it back in. Okay, now, the next time we reach out, you have to hold your arms out away from you. So we're gonna reach out, stay, try to hold the arms long. On an inhale, I'm gonna hinge back in my butt, the arms stay, lift your hips back up. So sink your butt down to your heels, lift your hips, arms don't move, butt down to the heels, lift your hips. Your carriages should be staying still. Since your arms are staying in the same position the entire time. Let's do 3, butt back, lift up for 2, last 1, and relax. Okay, take off your right strap, hang it back up, and then whatever you use on the last side for that single arm chest press, long loop or short loop, we're rotating towards the opposite side. So the left leg should be up against the shoulder blocks. We're gonna, again, take your dowel so it's parallel to the floor. We're rotated towards the left side. We're gonna pull the dowel into our chest once, rotate to your foot bar, hold, push out, bend wide, push out, bend wide, which probably doesn't feel great after that last series. Stay in your rotation to the foot bar. You have 3, 2, 1, and rotate back. Okay, hang the strap up, set the dowel out in front of you, zip your legs together, left foot goes onto the frame. Again, make sure that's parallel, so toes and heels on. The further out this foot is, the more challenging it's gonna be. You're gonna pull the carriage out first with your left leg. Knee should be over your ankle. Ready? Right knee slides out, you pull in, slides out, you pull in. Shoulders and whoop, hips should be parallel to the wall out in front of you. Again, try to keep that left leg, feeling those adductors. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then all the way back. Woo. Okay, once we come back, we're gonna go into a heavy and a medium spring. We will grab the dowels and we're gonna lie ourselves down onto our reformers. Okay, once we get down, I'm gonna reach behind me, grab my straps off of the pegs. Same thing as before, long loops, light, short loops, heavy. So whatever you wanna use, we're back into some arms. Once you choose your straps, the hands should be up towards the ceiling where the palms are rotated towards the foot bars. And then the dowel should be directly over your chest, neutral spines, and then we'll pick our knees up into a tabletop position with our legs zipped together. Okay, keep your bra lines heavy, especially for this first set. As I press my arms down, I'm gonna reach my legs out, my abs are in. Inhaling as we return. Exhale, press and reach. Inhale, return. So again, those abs are drawing in. We're trying to keep our bra lines heavy. Okay, we'll do 3, 2, and one more like that. And back. Okay, feel free to relax the feet. You can give your knees a little bit of a sway. We're gonna add in our curls with that same movement of the arms and legs. So dowel over the chest, knees tabletop, legs are zipped together. Ready? We're gonna press, curl, reach our legs out. Inhale, return. Press, curl, extend on that exhale. Inhale, return. Okay, 2 more. And then last one. Return. Feel free to relax your feet, your arms, and then we're gonna do that same series, but with tricep press. So elbows start bent into our sides. If you want more range of motion, you can bend your elbows a ton so the dowel's hovering right over your chest. Knees tabletop, legs zip together. Again, keep those brow lines heavy, neutral spine. When you press your hands to your thighs or the dowel to your thighs, your legs reach, and when we bend. So arms and legs extend together and they bend together. Exhale out, inhale back. Think scoop into your low abs on your exhales. Three more. Last one. And then return, relax. Feel free to give it a little sway. And then the last thing that we're gonna do here will be adding in our ab curls. So elbows bent, knees tabletop, legs zip together, press, curl, reach away, inhale, return. Exhale out, inhale back. Again, scoop into your core. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, we're gonna take our dowel off. We are gonna get rid of just our left strap. You are gonna keep the right, and then you're gonna get rid of your dowel. Okay, so the strap goes on your right foot, then your right leg is up just as high as you can hold your neutral spine, left knee's in our tabletop position. On an exhale, we're gonna pull our right leg straight down towards our springs, and then when we hinge, come back up, we're following that same line back up. So I'm gonna exhale, pull straight down, and then inhale, hinge. My bra line is staying heavy. I'm engaging my core on my exhale as I pull down, and then again, inhaling to hinge back up. Make sure that those toes stay pointed straight up to the ceiling the entire time. Exhale, lower, inhale, hinge. Okay, last one, down and up, and then we're gonna pull this leg down, pause. We're gonna bend our knee into a tabletop position, single leg squats. Exhale as we push, inhale to bend, exhale, press, inhale, bend. Think squeezing your glutes as you push your legs out. Again, toes should stay pointed straight up to the ceiling the entire time. Pelvis stays nice and still. Okay, we're gonna go for 2, last one, and then once we go up, we're gonna pause, pull the strap, give our leg a quick stretch, and then we are gonna take that strap off, hang it back up onto the peg, and then I'm gonna grab my Left strap, long loop goes onto my foot. Leg is up just as high as we can hold again our neutral. Right knee tabletop. Exhale to pull your left leg straight down. Inhale, hinge. Again, make sure that those toes are pointed straight up. No external rotation, no internal rotation of the leg. Again, I'm keeping my pelvis nice and still, engaging my core as I pull, and inhale, hinge. Feeling the backs of our legs into our glutes engaging as we bring it down and up. Okay, let's do 2 more. And then last one down and up. Then we're gonna pull this leg back down, pause, single leg squats, bend and push. Again, making sure that our pelvis doesn't move and we do not, again, collapse into our low backs. Bend and stretch. Keep those toes pointed straight. Okay, I'm just gonna do 3 more here. 2 and 1, and then once we go up, we're just gonna set our right foot down, give your left strap a little pull and stretch. Now, you are going to take your right strap again and it's gonna go onto the arch of your right foot. And then once we get it on, both legs are gonna be up, again, just as high as we can hold our neutral spines, legs are zipped together. On my exhale, I'm gonna pull my legs down towards my springs. Again, the bra line stays heavy. We inhale to hinge, come back up, neutral spine. Exhale to pull down, inhaling as we hinge, come back up. Engaging your core on the exhales. Okay, let's do 2 more like this. And then last one. Okay, now once we come back up, we're gonna pause and we're gonna add in with these. So I'm gonna pull my legs down. When I hinge to come up, I'm gonna let my low back go flat and my pelvis is just gonna lift a tiny bit off the carriage, so about a fist distance. If you have your headrest up, it's fine right now to stay up just because we're gonna do a small lift. And then I'm gonna roll my spine down, pull my legs down, and then I'm gonna, again, let my hips lift when my legs go up, let my butt, again, just lift slightly off of the carriages. So it should be an articulation of your spine as you roll up, an articulation of your spine as you roll down. And that should feel pretty good on your backs right now. Okay, we're gonna do 1 more like this. So last one down and up. And then when you come up, you're gonna pause with your butts down, and now your headrests have to go all the way down. The next time we come up, we're gonna try to lift our hips as high as we can get them. So I'm gonna lower my legs down. You're gonna let your legs go up and you're gonna lift your hips up and you can articulate your spines down. Now, feel free to just do a more like, oop, don't hit your carriage like me, intuitive breathing. So you don't have to breathe a specific way, whatever comes most natural to you. Roll up and roll down. Again, this should feel good on your backs. You're rolling your spine up, you're rolling your spine down when those legs go. Okay, last one, and up and down. Okay, feel free to give yourselves a stretch that probably worked your hamstrings a decent amount. Now this next one is going to be a little more challenging because we are still going to roll our spines all the way up, but the idea is now when we roll our spines up, the carriages will not move. So we're gonna ditch now the lowering and the lifting of the legs, and we're just gonna lift and lower the spine. So zip the legs together, legs should be straight up to the ceiling. I start about that fist distance off the carriage with my butt. It does make this easier. And now from here, your carriage does not move. You're gonna squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings. You're gonna roll your spine up, think one vertebrae at a time. And then you're gonna roll your spine back down again. Don't let those carriages move. Your butt's gonna stay about that fist distance when you come down. Squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings as you roll up. And then go ahead and articulate your spines all the way back down. Again, the breath can be intuitive here. I exhale to go up, I inhale at the top, and then I exhale to roll down. Again, try to keep those carriages still. Let's do 2 more here. Feel those glutes, hamstrings. Core works to roll you up and down. Last one. And down. Okay, feel free to give yourselves a little stretch. You can do a butterfly stretch. You can go legs out to the sides. You can go legs straight up to the ceiling, whatever feels best in your bodies. Okay, last thing that we're gonna do here will be leg circles. If you want your headrest to go up, feel free to put your headrest back up. Legs again are just as high as we can hold our neutral spines parallel. We're gonna lower them down, open them out to the sides to circle around and back up. So I'm gonna exhale to lower, inhale as I circle around and back up. This is gonna be the last one in this direction. And then when I come back up, we're gonna pause and then reverse. Let's do 2 more in this direction. And then last one. Okay, when you come back up, you can pause at the top. Feel free to let your low backs go down. You can tug on your ropes. Just give those hamstrings again a stretch, low back a stretch. Okay, I'm gonna take my straps off of my feet, hang them up onto my pegs. We can sit ourselves off to the sides of our reformers. We are all finished with that dowel class. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today.